I'll talk about 6 stocks that dropped that also pay dividends. See you soon. With President Trump's import tariffs now in action, it caused a ripple effect within the market, causing a lot of people's portfolios to plummet within the past couple of hours. My portfolio only dropped 4.4% within the past week, but other people's weren't so lucky. And this is a perfect time for me to explain to you why I'm a dividend income investor.
What the fuck does that mean?
Dividend income investor is someone who invests in dividend stocks expecting a dividend each month or every quarter. But when you're a growth dividend investor, that's someone who invests in stocks expecting companies to raise their dividends each quarter or annually. And you can find out more about dividends on my X account. So please go ahead and follow me there as well, where I talk about stocks and dividends and other stock news. I would also really appreciate it if you like this video, as well as subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. And also, please leave a comment at the bottom, but try to be nice because I can be a sensitive little I'm just kidding. But please leave a comment so I can make the channel better. Right now is the perfect time for you to buy stocks and being an investor, because whenever the share price falls, you're buying at a discount price, so you're bringing your capital gains up. And if you're buying more shares and more shares and more shares of each company, then you're bringing your average share price down, which will bring your capital gain price up.
Very simple concept of moving money, and it goes like this. You should think of them as soldiers. They are sitting in your castle. You're going to send them out to do battle. They're taking risk. They want to come home. They don't want to die. And you want more of them coming back to the castle than you sent out. You want them to take prisoners.
Great analogy.
More dollars.
Yeah.
And so when you make investments, you have to really decide on what the risk is. The way I look at it is you want to figure out how do you get it back. But you don't make any money till all the soldiers return. You send out 100 soldiers, you got 100 back. Now, if 115 come home, that was a great battle. And so really investing is about understanding and mitigating risk of returns. That's why I do structures like royalty deals and, venture debt. And every time you sell something, I get $1. Because I know that getting it back is the hardest part. And I think my money loves me very much. Every time I send it out, it's hanging on to my shoe saying, Daddy, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't like this deal. I said, get out there and fight it out and come back with a few prisoners.
Whenever Kevin O'Leary said this, it really resonated with me because it's absolutely true. Whenever you send money out, you're expecting to get returns. And he's actually talking about just making investments through businesses and people, because that's what he does every single day, every single week. So I took that with dividends, with the dividend aspect, because whenever I send out $100, I'm expecting to have dividends come back. So the dividends are the prisoners that my money is taking hostage. My money soldiers is bringing back to me. Shouldn't I sell if I'm losing my capital inside of a company?
Absolutely fucking not.
Because you're not actually losing your capital until you sell that stock. So if you are down $3,000 in your Apple stock, the only way that you will actually lose all of that money is if you sell all of your Apple stock. If you wait until it goes up, the share price goes up, then you're not down. You've gained that back and possibly more. That's the whole point of just being patient and knowing what stocks to buy into. But with President Trump's tariffs and his Make America Great Again initiative, it'll only be a matter of time before everyone's portfolios come back up, along with the markets. But now on to the main part of this video. I found 6 stocks yesterday that had percentage drops in their share price, but also pay dividends every quarter. The first company that we're going to talk about is Kohl's Corporation, stock ticker KSS. They had a percentage drop of 22.85 today. Kohl's is well known for its family-oriented department stores. Its business line includes apparel, footwear, and accessories for women, men, and children. But they also have other products such as colognes, perfumes, and other cookware. But a lot of these products come from Taiwan and China and other places that are affected by the tariffs from Trump. Kohl's has a dividend yield of 18.9%. The PE ratio is 8.84. Today's high was only 8.20, but the low was 6.31. The second stock I'm going to talk about is Polaris, stock ticker PII. It had a 15.21 increase today. The Polaris company engages in designing, engineering, manufacturing, and marketing powersport vehicles, well known for its ATVs and Can-Ams, but also its snowmobiles. So it's no big surprise where its engine components and other components of the vehicles themselves aren't being affected by the tariffs imposed by President Donald Trump. Polaris has a dividend yield of 6.22%. The PE ratio is 21.84%. Today's high was 40.15 and today's low was 36.05. The next company on our list is HF Sinclair, stock ticker DINO. Today, the stock price fell by 12.94%. A little bit about HF Sinclair. It's an independent energy company. It manufactures and sells products such as gasoline, diesel fuel, jet fuel, renewable diesel, specialty lubricant products, specialty chemicals, and specialty and modified asphalt. HF Sinclair has a dividend yield of 5.95%. The PE ratio is 36.89. Today's high was $33 and today's low was $29.16. One Main, stock ticker OMF, is next on our list. Today it dropped down by 11.5%. One Main is a consumer finance company which engages in the orientation, underwriting, and servicing of personal loans. One Main has a dividend yield of 8.22%. The PE ratio is 11.94. Today's high was 48.71 and today's low was 44.61. One Main is a company that I wouldn't mind adding to my portfolio. Second to last one on our list is Viper Energy, stock ticker VNOM. Today the stock dropped 9.5%. Viper Energy Incorporated engages in the acquisitions of oil and natural gas properties. It owns and acquires and exploits oil and natural gas properties in North America. The company was founded on February 27, 2014 and is headquartered in Midland, Texas. VNOM has a dividend yield of 5.42%, a PE ratio of 12.03. Today's high was 43.72 and today's low was 41.24. And the last and final one on our list is Ford Motor, stock ticker F. Today it dropped down by 4.9%. Ford Motor Company engages in the manufacture, distribution, and sale of automobiles. Ford has a dividend yield of 7.39%, a PE ratio of 6.94. Today's high was 10.20 and today's low was 9.53. The last thing I'm going to talk to you guys about are these stocks' annual dividends and quarterly dividends, as well as their dividend yield. You can see everything laid out. So first we'll talk about Kohl's, stock ticker KSS. Its dividend yield was 18.9%. Its annual dividend is 50 cents, but its quarterly dividend payout is 13 cents. Polaris, stock ticker PII, dividend yield is 6.22%. Its annual dividend is $2.68, and the quarterly dividend is 67 cents. HF Sinclair, stock ticker DINO, dividend yield, which is 5.95%. The annual dividend is $2, and the quarterly dividend is 50 cents. Next one on our list is One Main, stock ticker OMF. Its dividend yield is 8.22%. The annual dividend is $4.16, and the quarterly dividend is $1.04. Viper Energy, stock ticker VNOM, dividend yield, which is 5.42%. The annual dividend is $1.20 and its quarterly dividend is 30 cents. The last one on our list, which is Ford, stock ticker F, the dividend yield is 7.39%. The annual dividend is 60 cents and the quarterly dividend is 15 cents. Both Ford and One Main are two of these stocks that I wouldn't mind adding to my portfolio.